Hello ladies and gents to No Drama Just Movies Rapid Reviews. Before we give you our review of the latest Karate Kid installment, Karate Kid Legends, I thought I should rewatch some of the originals. So I watched The Karate Kid from 2010 recently, and I had some thoughts. First of all, I couldn't help comparing this one to the original, but because it hits a lot of the same beats, I feel that is acceptable in this case. For example, we get the scene of Dre telling his mother that he hates it in China, which is pretty much a redo of Daniel telling his mother he wants to go back home. Except Daniel at this point has been beaten up in front of his new friends, who are now making fun of him, and the girl he likes. And he's only just before been run off the road and down a hill by Johnny and his goons. Meanwhile, Dre has been beaten up once, and we don't see the negative consequence of that besides a black eye. The antagonism here hasn't been strong enough to warrant this outburst. I liked the acting. Jackie Chan works as the wise master, and I love the fight scene he has towards the beginning. It's classic Jackie Chan when he entangles 3 of the bullies in their own jacket sleeve. That said, there's a clear difference between young and fit-looking Jackie Chan beating up a group of 12 or 13-year-old kids and a group of teenagers trying to beat up a little old Mr. Miyagi. Jaden Smith does a good job as well, particularly in the scene when Dre arrives for the training at Mr. Han's. I liked his energy in that scene, which came across as very natural. He also impressed me with the karate and the Chinese, as far as I can tell, which shows that he put a lot of work into this. I wasn't too convinced with the scene after he injures his knee in the final tournament. I didn't feel the stakes. I didn't feel the pain or the disappointment of losing the match like that. Overall, I wasn't a fan of the relationships in the movie. They felt too negative for me. Whether that's the mother hissing at Dre to pick up his jacket when she visits Mr. Han with the tickets for the festival, or Dre's more awkward conversations with Meiying, or even how Mr. Han feels more aggressive from the start when he's teaching Dre. I understand that this could be a choice, and it might work for 1 or 2 relationships, but the waves of negativity felt too tense for me most of the time, and made it less enjoyable to watch these people interact. I wasn't sure if they actually liked each other. While the tournament was good, and I really enjoyed the fights, I was missing the philosophical question in the scene, and in fact in the whole movie. There's no Kung Fu is a tool to crush your enemy versus Kung Fu is a tool to find inner peace. Also, isn't it weird that a film called Karate Kid uses Kung Fu? What is the fundamental choice Dre, and therefore the viewer, has to make? For example, in the final match, when Cheng attacks Dre's leg, we didn't get his sensei telling him to do that and Cheng having to make a choice. Dre winning the final fight also wasn't as rewarding. I'm thinking that's mainly because there was no clear finishing move as in the other films. Yes, he moves like a cobra for a second, forcing Cheng to copy him, but that wasn't enough. He was also training for that high kick a couple of times, and it felt like this would be the big finisher. It's missing that final triumphant moment of Dre mastering the craft. All in all, this felt like the original with the crust cut off. So if you have a craving for Karate Kid, maybe watch the 1984 one instead. And that's all. Roll credits.